The sudden closure has been announced of our rival TV news channel, Britnews Global, after nearly 30 years. The closure follows a recent report criticising changes in the Britnews format as, quote, a wake-up call for the preservation of TV journalism standards and, quote, as clear evidence of the impact of cuts on broadcast news quality. The report by the TV News Doctors Association focused on 10 major problems in Britnews programming: poor shot composition by inexperienced cameramen, frequent reuse of old news items, poor on-screen color coordination, careless integration of studio and remote commentaries, excessive time filling with in-the-street commentary by unqualified nobodies, frequent audio and video malfunctions, overuse of trendy but inefficient new technologies, poor grammar, use of modern but unintelligible language forms, and loss of news presentation time through general inefficiency. This is how Britnews Global announced the closure earlier today. Remembering that they need plenty of light and water. This is Britnews Global with me, John. For a news update, let's go over now to our email and tweets feed. And we start today with news of a possible uprising in Africa. Yes, this was revealed to us by a tweet 3 days ago. Tom tweets, shots heard in an African country. No actual update there, with no new postings since Tom broke his news to us earlier in the week. We still can't verify which African country is involved in the incident, or whether rebels were involved, or perhaps insurgents, or who heard the shots, or whether any shots were actually fired, or the source of the report, or who Tom is. But it's useful to know about the possibility that something has happened. So, let's get down and dirty for you now with some heavy-duty statistics about the African uprising. To make the figures easier for you to understand, we'll use one of what we call our living graphs. The most shots reported were on Tuesday. We can't verify how many, but it was probably at least 3. And we see those on the big mushroom here on the left. No shots on Wednesday that we know of, so a 0 mushroom on the graph for Wednesday. Yesterday, only 1 shot was reported, and there's some question about whether that was a car backfiring, but we'll count it in anyway on this little fella here. We'll keep a watchful eye on this situation for you as it develops. This is me, John, at Britnews Global. I think we can go now to another tweet. Britnews lost broadcast, staff learns on air. Well, that's a surprise. And there's a lot of comment about it already. About time, you clever asses at Britnews, says one tweeter. Britnews, tidy up your act or don't. Okay, so a lot of concern out there. I think we can go over now to Washington for some comment about this. We can't actually verify who it is in Washington that we're talking to, but he's in America, so he's probably got some global insights. Hello, you're live on Britnews Global. What do you think of this news that Britnews is closing? A bit of a problem with our Washington link there. Perhaps we can come back to it later on the show. Bit of a problem with the screen. Joining me now to comment on the Britnews closure is our media correspondent. Could anyone have foreseen the closure of our rival news broadcaster? In many ways, yes. The TNDA report was damning in its criticisms. What Britnews failed to understand is that viewers only watch TV news programs because they're interested in news, and time-wasting gimmicks, chit-chat and technical gaffes only put them off watching. What would you say was the most serious problem at Britnews? I would say their break with TV news tradition in employing no one called Jeremy for over 2 years. Jeremys have been the mainstay of TV presentation in Britain for as long as I can remember, and the total lack of Jeremys at Britnews has been inexplicable. Thank you, Jeremy. So, a significant day in TV news history.